I just landed my third remote client as an operations assistant, and this is exactly what I did to get the attention of this client. All right, so I'm going to be telling us exactly what I did and how I stood out from over 6 applicants who were shortlisted for the same role. And everyone that knows me knows that operations management is my favorite place to work because I love working in operations. Maybe because of my natural strength and who I am naturally by. So, and also, we're also going to be unboxing my new work too. So, prior to this time, I've been dealing with NEPA and generator, and we know how expensive all of the things can be. So we are upgrading because our client pool is also increasing. So I got the itel PowerGo as against a power tank, which I initially wanted to get with 3 panels, but my landlord said there is no more space to hang the panels on the roof. So I went for this one. So this one and the one panel cost about 250,000 naira. So if you're interested, you can check Jumia, or if you have a reliable vendor, you can also reach out to the person, and this is excluding delivery fee. So now a quick backstory on how I got my third international client who's based in Canada with a higher pay, and I'm going to be working as an operations manager, which of course I love to do. So if you follow me on this space, you hear me talk about remote job sites, remote job boards, recruitment agencies, Upwork, and many of those sites where you can actually get legit jobs. I know there are the fake ones, and I know people who are just using that as clickbait. But trust me, I have actually tested a lot of the ones that I actually put out here to know they're genuine. So this client that I just got came from a recruitment agency that I've been following for the past 2 years. All right. And I've actually talked about them also. So one thing I usually do whenever I get a remote job site or a recruitment agency, I usually go ahead to follow them on LinkedIn, follow them on X, or maybe on Instagram, wherever else they are. The reason is because if I'm not able to get the job when it is posted live on their website, I can also see it on their socials because I'm active on social media. So on this very day, I saw the job on Instagram, on their Instagram page, and it was 24 hours old already. So I contemplated applying to this job because I was like, oh, this job is already cold. But after reading the job description again, I saw that I'm well qualified for the job based on my analysis, about 80 to 85% chances, right? So I decided to now take my time to reread the job description that I had already read earlier, and I began tailoring my CV. I know you've heard so much about tailoring your CV, but there is a way to do it carefully, correctly, and intentionally, not haphazardly, not because you want to beat the numbers. No. On the side of my portfolio, I changed all the tools that I already have there to the exact ones they mentioned that they are looking for the operations managers to master. And did you see the difference, right? And one thing I also did was to record a 60-second video walkthrough, explaining exactly what I'm going to do, how I'm going to bring structure, and all of these things came from my understanding of the business and chaos, and because already everything was already spelled out in the job description. Immediately I submitted my application, I went ahead to message the recruiter on WhatsApp. Yes, they have their number, so it was easier for me to reach them out on WhatsApp and make them understand that I have applied, and so they can go ahead to take a look at my application. And guess what? Within 48 hours, I think even less, I got a message from them saying that the client actually loved my resume and my portfolio, and she would like to schedule an interview with me. So I went ahead to prepare for the interview. So if you do not already know how to prepare for interviews, watch my video in the description. So let's talk in the comments. I'll see you in my next video. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you.